You know the feeling. You are standing at the edge of something. A conversation you need to have, a decision that must be made, a step that has been waiting for weeks. And instead of moving forward, you freeze. Not because you do not know what to do. You do know. But a voice inside you asks, what if you are not good enough? What if this time you are wrong? What if everyone else can see something in you that you cannot? That voice is not new to you. It has been your companion for years, sometimes quiet, sometimes deafening. And the cruel thing about self-doubt is that it feels like wisdom. It feels like caution. It feels like the reasonable response of a self-aware person. But I'm here to tell you, it is none of those things. Self-doubt is not wisdom. It's a habit. And like every habit, it was formed through repetition, through thousands of small moments when the mind encountered uncertainty and reached automatically for the familiar conclusion that the safest response is retreat. Here's what I want you to understand. Confidence is not the absence of doubt. Confidence is the decision to act in spite of it. Every man or woman who has ever accomplished anything of significance felt what you are feeling right now. The difference between the ones who succeeded and the ones who did not was not talent. It was not intelligence. It was not even opportunity. It was the decision to move. There's a principle that governs this. Your self-image, the picture you carry inside your mind of the person you are, determines the size of what you will attempt and the size of what you will achieve. The self-image is not fixed. It is not something you were born with. It is something you have constructed over years from the things people said to you and the conclusions you drew from your experiences. And because you built it, you can rebuild it. I am not my doubts. I am the one who chooses how to respond to them. Historical proof. Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before the light bulb worked. 10,000. Reporters once asked him how it felt to fail 10,000 times. He looked at them and said, I have not failed 10,000 times. I have successfully discovered 10,000 ways that will not work. What separated Edison from the thousands of other inventors who quit was not his intelligence. It was his self-image. He saw himself not as a man who had failed, but as a man who was learning. His identity was tied not to his outcomes, but to his process. And because his self-image was intact, his confidence was intact. And because his confidence was intact, he kept moving. The mechanism. The self-image responds to what you tell it, repeatedly, consistently, with emotion. If you spend your days mentally rehearsing failure, replaying the moments that went wrong, imagining future disasters, your self-image shrinks to match that rehearsal. But if you spend deliberate time each day holding in your mind the image of the capable, decisive, effective person you intend to be, the self-image expands. This is not positive thinking in the shallow sense. This is mental engineering. You are not pretending the doubt doesn't exist. You're simply choosing to not give it the microphone. Begin today. Spend 10 minutes every morning sitting quietly, holding a clear image of yourself acting with confidence, not perfectly, but decisively. See yourself moving forward in the areas where you currently hesitate. The mind cannot distinguish this from reality, and slowly, inevitably, your behavior will begin to follow your self-image. Affirmation. I see myself clearly. I act with confidence. I am becoming the person I choose to be. Close. The voice of doubt is loud tonight. I know that. But I want you to notice something. You are still here. You are still listening. That's not the behavior of someone who has given up. That's the behavior of someone who is ready. Move. Not when the doubt is gone. Move now, while the doubt is still present. Because action is the only thing that teaches the mind that it was wrong about you. Every step you take in spite of fear rewrites your self-image a little more. Every decision you make in spite of uncertainty tells your deeper self, I am the kind of person who moves. And eventually, with enough repetition, that becomes the only truth you know.